Good morning, everybody. It's a terrific Tuesday. It's a tremendous Tuesday. It's a watch party Tuesday if you're a gold tier member or higher. Tonight we're watching The Great Outdoors. Please join us if you are a gold tier or higher member. We have so much else going on today. We got lots of folks in the chat. Snortopoopas Q Burr is out there. Kaladin 910, Penny. And of course, Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Thank you, Jill. Swing that wrench about. We got a few other folks joining us, like Morgan King, who sent today's bear story, as a matter of fact. And I pulled that right from our Discord. That's right. You can join our Discord. I'm sure you will enjoy it. It's a lot of fun out there. Ms. Pick Cafe handles the rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, along with Magnify, also known as Tom. We got a few other folks rolling through the door, like Low Spec Linux Gaming, growing. Keep it up. Check out Jeff's channel, Low Spec Linux Gaming. Check out Low Spec's Linux Laptop and so much more. So we got, let's see, a few other folks as well, including today's history lesson from Griffin. Good to see you, Griffin. Says, good day, Canadian friends. June 24 of 1880 was the first performance of O Canada, soon to become the national anthem of Canada, sung at the Congrès National des Canadiens Français. There you go. Yeah. Kind of weird. It's odd to have two official languages in a country, but you have those weird Canucks and stuff, so there you go. What a great day we have today. Look at all these amazing people. Tom, in the YouTube side of things, the red side, we got Andy W. out there. Good to see you. Who else? Jeremy Heath, what's up, buddy? Got a little follow the Bradley's Fun Raid. Thank you, Ron and team, and everybody over there. Keep doing what you're doing. We got 11 Aloha. Actually, 11 Alpha, but I like to say that from time to time. And the lovely Juliet from across the pond. Hello, dear. Hope today is going extraordinarily well for you. Let's see. We got Crazy White Boy over there on the green machine. And every time, if you're wondering why I'm pointing there, that's where the chats are. I got two chats and a fan funding window and all kinds of other stuff over there. We got the Extreme Meme. Hello, my froggy friend. We've got, let's see. Somebody popped in, caught my eye. Hang on. Somebody important. Be Mo Better. Gonna be Mo Better. That's right. And we got, I think we got like 17 stories. It's gonna be a busy one. I'm gonna be running through these like hot coals. All right, folks, we're in the final turn. We're coming down the straightaway. 25 seconds left, and release the McCracken. Good morning, Robbie. Up. Hey, Razorbird, our favorite rivet head, and a few other folks sliding in like ASCII and Libby Priest. Good morning, dear. Good to see you. Jeremiah Hembry. Did you see a bad movie last night? No, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth. Ram Bam 3000. We might talk about it a little bit over on the Pro Show coming up in just a little while. Speaking of just a little while, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and wherever you're watching. Thanks for checking out 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in, but we have a really weird story to start the day off with. Cobra Kai's Martin Kove only wasn't arrested because his co-star declined to press charges after a very deep bite and an attempted kiss at a con, police report says. Now, this guy bit this young lady for, I don't know what reason. This is very strange. Maybe they had an odd relationship offset we didn't know about, but Martin Kove bit Alicia Hannah Kim, and I don't think she enjoyed it, or at least not making it public anyway, but nothing came of it, so just an odd, weird, out-of-place story. Speaking of an odd, weird story, definitely not out of place, is what's going on with the box office flop from Pixar, Elio. But I didn't bring this up because it flopped. We already knew that. I brought it up because they got two different stories from two different Penske outlets saying about the same things. The arguments for why Pixar can't launch original films is because they don't have any quality writers. They cleared everybody out for ideology, and they have no choice but to plug the message everywhere but, in the dumpster bin. And what's worse is you've got financial analysts who should not be speaking, talking about what could hasten the demise of original animation. Elio, well, it was a trash bag with no real story, and you put people in charge of these things that really shouldn't be trusted with, I don't know, a crossing guard job. You got Wall Street analysts saying, don't blame film execs, blame the audience, and hence the name of today's stream. That's right, your 6-minute daily brought to you by the idiots at Wells Fargo who shouldn't talk about what's happening in the industry. They should really just be able to understand it. It's not your fault, folks, but they certainly want it to be. Everything but the message. At least that's the plan, anyway. Dolly Parton no longer tours, but she is going to make 6 shows at a Caesars short residency. And to tell you the truth, I know that's a touched up photo, but I would love to see her live. Wouldn't that be extraordinary? I think so. We've got CAA wanting Disney's settlement with Julia Ormond and exit from Harvey Weinstein scandal to be blocked. Yeah, they want Disney to be culpable for all of this stuff, and they want it publicized. Yay for agencies, or at least this agency, although they have their foibles as well, and I'm sure they'll be exposed in short order. Speaking of being exposed in short order, the man who can open nothing, not even a film, not even a box, and probably not even anything other than a dress, Pedro Pascal called out J.K. Rowling's heinous loser behavior because, well, he's ideologically driven. And Disney puts this idiot front and center and isn't going to do any helpful things for Fantastic Four Final Steps. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say not only does Jurassic beat this film, Jurassic World, but I think Superman also. Ezra Miller is on the rise. That's right. His return is imminent. At least that's what he's thinking about. If you take a look at my X account later today, I have a wonderful appearance by him, of course, in a dress. What a wild and crazy bird that dude is. We got a leaked internal BBC message revealing staff in open revolt over the failing Gaza output and, of course, the narrative that they're trying to plug because they're evil media. Speaking of evil media, a presenter is launching a legal action against GB News, saying he was dismissed for calling former Home Secretary a racist. Well, he probably was, and if he was, well, there's no such thing as free speech in the UK. Speaking of free speech, well, you got to speak English in the United States if you want to drive a truck, and as soon as that comes into fruition, these certain truckers that are, I don't know, probably not supposed to be here in the first place are not going to be able to drive. How they're driving now is bonkers to me. We've got Texas, Oklahoma, and Nevada becoming the central location for relocation for Delaware's Dexit. That's right. Corporations can't trust what the Chancery Court does, and they're all moving. And this is all because of the Elon Musk pay package. Delaware, as a state that it thrives off of this type of action, these establishment of corporations, won't be doing that much longer. Oil sells off. That's right. Prices plunge as traders calmly look beyond everything that was going on for just a few days over the weekend. Oil prices are dropping sharply. Stocks rally worldwide, and everybody, well, reclaims their senses on the way to a peaceful, well, resolution, we hope. Waymo relocating a lot of vehicles elsewhere from California as they understand that that's not a good place to do business, has placed a bunch of them in Atlanta. They are expanding an Uber partnership and moving forward with what they like to do to replace people. Texas is going to start putting warning labels on some foods. There are some folks that might claim that there's inaccuracies on the additives list. Of course, the AP wants to give you none of the information that would make this story relevant. Ford recalls 200,000 Mach-E's due to a faulty door latch that could trap you in the vehicle. Imagine if the thing caught fire. And finally, a little bit of a bear. We got 30 seconds of a hug. This woman looks like she's losing her soul. And, it's a trained bear. They let her out. Anyway, there's that. Hope you like today's bear story. Just a little bear hug courtesy of Morgan King. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for checking out today's video. Talking a little bit about Johnny Depp. A little bit of a somber video from me, but you know what? That's not a bad thing. And coming up next is Morning Magic over on That Park Place Live with my friends, Vash Sky and others. That's right. I'm loving the idea of all those wonderful things. I think she didn't choose the bear for very long. Snakes, snakes and funerals in the house. I think she fled the bear as soon as she possibly could. Carl Singh says the bear story was a little hilarious. Bear hug is a rare find to see in the wild. Well, they were in the forest, but as a well-trained bear, to be fair. 6-minute daily is 6 minutes in the segment period. That is the 6-minute daily. Otherwise, we usually talk for a few more minutes, have a bonus section like this one. And if you're here for the first time or the 1,000th, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're watching on the replay, leave me a message in the comments section that says hashtag replay gang and tell me what number viewer you were. We're going to try to elevate these shows, get them up over the 1,000 mark, and hopefully everybody will, see growth there. We want to make this channel as big as we possibly can. In fact, I think because I don't do any of the strange stuff that other channels have been doing, I give you more for like at a high value, let's say. Bad news Badger says, I bet if you ask her, she will still choose the bear over a man in the woods. It looked like a man was rescuing her, and it also looked like a man was controlling the bear. So I don't know what her opinion might be. I do know that the story that I think is most relevant when it comes to Elio is that financial story, which didn't have really anything to do with Elio. They're just looking for excuses without any type of accountability for the fact that the studios made a huge, enormous mistake. We're also going to have to talk about what's going to happen to unions in the near future, because I don't think any of these companies are going to give two shakes about the deals that they made with the unions. And at some point, films that are made traditionally in the way that we've been making them for the last several years will be fewer and fewer, and you're going to see a lot of AI productions. But we don't really have time to talk about that today, but we do have time to talk about the fact that we are headed over to That Park Place Live for Morning Magic. And you know what? It will be magical today, I'm sure. So, as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2-shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.